Good morning and welcome to this week's push phase vlog. It took me so freaking long to set this tripod up and it's currently on the tripod but it's leaning on my coffee mug. I don't know. I was trying to get it at some angle and I've like kind of changed what part of the sofa I'm sitting on. So anyway, I digress. As always, I'll give you a sort of rundown of how this week has been. So it's actually been a good week, although training's not been as good as it felt last week. I don't know what it's been, to be fair, because my food got put up on Tuesday. So anyway, I'll take you back to last week. So on Sunday, I had a freaking nightmare all day trying to edit this stupid vlog because my video editing app, Camtasia, it just kept crashing and crashing and crashing, and by the end of it, I was just losing the will. So if you've watched last week's vlog and you see my check-in photos, my check-in video is like upside down, stretched out. Anyway, hopefully that won't happen this week. But it was just an absolute nightmare, and I went to bed at like 8 o'clock in the evening with a major headache, just kind of over it. And the week started, and the week was fine, to be fair. It's gone by pretty quickly. But I have been quite tired just because it's kind of been like go. So I'm taking a day off tomorrow because I need it. I can't remember the last time I just didn't do any work, which is going to be amazing. So anyway, Monday was good. What happened on Monday? Oh yeah, I trained in the morning. All was well. And then Tuesday morning I checked in as always. And yeah, so after checking in, obviously my weight had sort of remained exactly the same. Because I'd eaten a lot of sweets over the weekend, my digestion was just like all over the fucking shop. And I was a bit bloated and whatever, but yeah, my weight had kind of remained exactly the same. So we pushed calories up quite a bit, and finally, I've seen some changes in the scale and I'm feeling it in my body, which is nice. Because ultimately it was just getting a bit like, you were putting food in. So calories are at a really good place right now, which is really exciting. In a weird way though, like I know that last time I was kind of around this body weight pushing up, food was so much higher, but obviously I had access to a gym. So yeah, but you know, it is what it is. We're still doing our best. And still pushing myself in my home workout. So anyway, so yeah, chicken happened. Food got pulled up, which is always a nice thing. All the carbs post workout, I think I'm on like, is it 150? Yeah, 150 grams of carbs post legs, which is always nice. It just means I get to incorporate different things. Like I got some Lotus biscuits this week, but yeah, more rice cakes or cereal or oats or bananas and whatever. Same as what I said last week, but just more of it. And yeah, then I was at my normal job on Tuesday and Thursday this week again. Just phoning people, catching up with them, seeing how they've been getting on. On Tuesday I trained legs and it was good. And then Wednesday was my rest day. And you know what, this week, because like as soon as calories got pulled up, even though I've really been enjoying having the extra food, I've just not been hungry at all, which is so not typical of me. I'm always up for a snack. I love eating. And yeah, I've just not been hungry like at all. Even like on my non-training day where calories are a little bit lower, I was not in the mood for food at all. And that's been a bit strange, but you know, whatever. It might just be because the way we were being a bit more conservative with putting food in before, but now we did do quite a big jump. So I think that might just be it. But give it a couple of weeks for my body to settle, for my body weight to settle too, and I'll be good to continue eating. But yeah, so then on Thursday I trained upper, which was decent. Finally starting to feel like I am getting a little bit stronger in my upper, which is, just a bit more difficult to train at home. I think Laura put up a post just about like training back. It's just not the dreaming, I'm making my transformer dumbbells, but it's not the same thing. I wish I had like a big heavy barbell to pull, whatever. But yeah. And then on Friday, as in yesterday, was my last day of work at the doctor's surgery, which is crazy. I've been there for 9 weeks. Done ticked off. I really can't believe it. I remember sort of when I first did my first vlog, I was sort of speaking about how I was starting there. We just started my recomp and whatever. And that is it, done now. And it was really awkward because I was a bit late to work. And cool, because I went to the doctor's practice, like the reception area is downstairs, but upstairs is the staff area with the fridge and whatever. So I went upstairs and made myself my coffee, ready to go down to start my shift. And then I realised that I hadn't put any of my Tupperware in the fridge. So I went back, put it there, and then went back down. And I walked into reception and like all the staff members were there. And I didn't make anything of it because I was obviously like 5 minutes late. And I was like, oh, hi, blah, 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 and sat down. And then like everyone was kind of just looking, and I was like, is something about to happen here? But no, it was so kind. They got me like a box of little chocolate truffles, a card, a candle, and some money, which I will probably be spending today, but I'll get to that later. So anyways, that was really, really kind. And yeah, it's weird. It's a bit bittersweet, but it's crazy that this whole lockdown situation has been going on for, upwards of 10 weeks now. That's how long we've been without the gym, which is depressing, but whatever. There seems to be some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, I'd hope. But yeah, so anyway, ramble over. So yeah, I think the main takeaway from this week is that my appetite has just not been there, even though I have been like snacking here and there, especially because I had a massive failed attempt at making fudge. I basically didn't have enough ingredients, and then I didn't put baking paper under the Tupperware where I was putting the fudge in, so then I couldn't even like take it out to serve it, so I just kept it in the house. And I tried it yesterday, and that shit is lethal. It is incredible, but it's just like sugary, greasy deliciousness that really is just dangerous. But I'll be sharing it with Jack and with Indra because today is Saturday, and finally, since we're in phase 1 of lockdown easing out in Scotland, I'm going to be socially distanced meeting with her, and we're going out for a picnic, and I couldn't be more excited. So I'm absolutely buzzing, and I've just been looking forward to it all week. so that's going to be awesome. But yeah, something I wanted to speak about this week was well, to be fair, I did record myself talking about it and having a little ramble about it, so I'm just going to put that clip in here. Good morning. It is Wednesday and I'm just out on my morning steps. I am using my tripod / selfie stick thing for the first time outside. Now, if this isn't fucking next level shit, I don't know what is. But anyway, I just thought I'd whip the camera out because I was just thinking, I had a consultation call yesterday, and I was speaking to this person, and we were just discussing kind of like why they wanted to come on board and whatnot, and some of the things that they were saying about their current coach right now just blew my mind. So I wanted to just come on and say that if you have a coach, if you're paying anyone any kind of money to help you and they're not helping you, you need to get them to fuck. You need to fire that person, because it's absolutely atrocious that people will call themselves a coach and then not reply to someone's messages for like 4 days when someone's clearly in need of help and support, especially during lockdown times. I mean, not every client will need you to be there for them 24/7, but those that do, you need to be there for them. So if you're a client and if you're paying your coach and your coach is fucking shit, get them to the bin. Like, you deserve so much better. You deserve to get not just your money's worth, someone that cares for you and someone who actually wants to help you get better, not just someone who you're just a number to. So anyway, rant over, but it did make me really angry. So yeah, I just think that there's so many people out there that are working with a coach who's just fucking shit. And it's such a shame, because your coach should not be trying to make you feel guilty, trying to make you feel bad for decisions that you're making. Your coach should be there to support you in the journey that you're on, and they should be your first and loudest cheerleader. And yeah, it's just shit to see that some people's experience have been so horrendous, and that people have not been capable of just admitting that they don't know how to help someone, and they've just continued to work with them even when the work was just not of any sort of quality. So that's a bit shit to see, but I suppose that's just part of the industry, and it's just, I don't know, it's really complicated, because ultimately in an industry that isn't regulated, you can't stop people like that. They are going to be there, but if that is you, if you do have a coach and you're thinking, this really isn't the type of support that I need, question it. If you have a gut feeling, just go with it and definitely question it. It'd be interesting too if you want to listen to a bit more about kind of the importance of a coach's role. Ron did a podcast about this, so you can give it a listen by going on to Give It the Beans podcast on any podcast supplier. But also I spoke a bit about it on our webinar this Thursday, where we discussed how to get stage lean, but I spoke about sort of the importance of what the coach's role is, and some of the expectations that you can have for your coach, and some of the questions that you should potentially ask yourself before you embark on any kind of journey. But ultimately, you're hiring your coach, so if they're not providing you with a service, you should fire them, and don't be scared to do so. Don't feel bad for it, because it might be the wake-up call that they need to step their game up, and that's really, really important. So anyway, another thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is just the importance of, in a push phase, being comfortable with exploring the different areas of your mindset, and not being scared to show that online either. I said this in a podcast that just got put up a couple of days ago with 2 pints of water and a packet away, so shout out to Matt and Dan again. And the part 1 of the podcast is up, and we discussed where PTs go wrong in the industry. And one of the things that I said is that you see this a lot, especially from females, I think, because we can be more guilty of this than males, is females who only post photos of throwbacks of when they were shredded, and only wear baggy clothes when they're trying to gain weight, and constantly talk about how they miss being lean, and I wish I could still fit into skinny jeans, and I wish this and I wish that. Yet then they're preaching a completely different message, and a message of self-love to their clients, when they clearly, from my opinion, it's just my opinion, aren't practicing that themselves. So I think it's, again, really important to be critical of yourself. And I think, as a coach, you should be constantly assessing where you're at, and sort of, thinking, well, what am I asking my clients to do, yet what am I willing to do? So now I'd be lying if part of pushing weight up didn't freak me out a little bit, especially without a gym. If the idea of, gaining 8 kilos didn't freak me out a little bit, absolutely. But, it's about embracing that difficulty too. And it's really funny, Ali sort of spoke of this, about this in his first episode of his recomp series, or his dieting phase series, is that when you're pushing your body weight up, you're not really going for a specific look. You're kind of just looking to gain weight on the scale based on your progress in your logbook, which can make it a bit more difficult and a bit more, I suppose, confusing, especially without the right type of guidance. I know I wouldn't be able to do a push phase properly without a coach there, because I'd be too tentative and pushing my calories up. But then when you are dieting, it's a bit easier because you know that what kind of look you're going for. So yeah, I think it's really important that as coaches, and I suppose more specifically as females, that we do explore that, that area of, why am I feeling uncomfortable? Am I questioning my negative self-talk that potentially arises when I step on the scale in the morning, or when I check in and I no longer have abs? Because funnily enough, when you're trying to gain weight, you probably won't have abs, or most of us won't. I certainly don't. But yeah, anyway, massive ramble. So it is currently, let me see, 7 minutes past 6 in the morning. Fucking early. But yeah, I was planning on waking up around about now, because I went to bed at, I think I put my phone down and my book down around 10ish. But my body clock was like, 10 to 5, probably time to get up. And normally once I'm up, I'm awake. I find it's almost worse if I try and go back to sleep and then wake up and I'm just absolutely ruined. So what I'm going to do now is train. Got a full body workout to do.
A few moments later.
So every time I train legs, I feel like a cross between Mary Poppins and Dora the Explorer. But it does the job. I mean, if this isn't swag, I tell you what is. And then I've got all my client check-ins to do. So normally I would have already done this and you'd hear about their amazing progress. But, to be fair, my clients message me most days, almost every day. So I know they've had some really good weeks. A really good week. Making progress each in their own way. So I look forward to seeing their photos. And I might insert another clip later on. I might not. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, just to keep up with everything that we post. I also read an article the other day just on the subject that I just discussed on managing a push phase a little bit better. So you can always check that out on our website, and the link will be in the description. And once you've gone to the website, you can also download our free bikini girl rotation, which is gym based, to be fair, but gyms will reopen. So it just gives you a bit of a guidance and an idea of how we work as a brand, as a team, and sort of how we might program. But you can hear more about that if you go and watch our webinar on how to get stage lean. We go a bit more into depth of the programming and the diet and the mindset side of, competing or even just transforming your physique completely. So I'm going to leave this here, but thank you so much as always for watching. If you did watch it and if you did enjoy it, make sure to share it on your Instagram stories and tag me, or just message me to let me know. Or of course you can put a comment down below, but I don't think many people comment on YouTube. Usually it's random abuse that, famous YouTubers get. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to drink my pre-workout and I am going to smash the session. So I'll catch you all next week.